Let me down, you shits! Let me down!
Sadie Sink's recent rise to fame is all thanks to the popular Netflix franchise Stranger Things. She debuted in Season 2 of the show as Max and joined the main cast for the season and the following one. Since being on the show, she's become a celebrity, and people are wondering what else she can do to show her acting prowess. In today's video, we'll be going over why Fear Street proves Sadie Sink's future beyond Stranger Things. You won't want to miss this video. First up is, what is Fear Street? Fear Street is a trilogy series created and released by Netflix. The series is horror-based and takes heavy inspiration from other horror franchises. Fear Street was designed to be a 3-movie series and follow a strict storyline. The series is horror homage-filled. Fear Street Part 1 followed a group of teens in 1994, while the second installment jumped back 16 years to the Camp Nightwing Massacre of 1978 that left one notable survivor. The third part travels back in time even further to 1666, revealing what happened to Sarah Fier and why the characters of the first 2 movies are cursed. Next up is Fear Street 2. The second film primarily follows 2 Shadyside sisters at Camp Nightwing, Ziggy, played by Sadie Sink, and Cindy, played by Emily Rudd. They become victims of Sarah Fier's vengeance and a possessed axe murderer. Sadie is the lead of the show, and we follow her mainly through the film. It just shows the faith the directors have in this upcoming actress. Early on in her career, she's leading a film on her own. It's great to see people taking chances on actors and actresses who are going to be amazing in their future. Next up is from side character to main character. In Fear Street 2, we see Sadie move into the main character and lead status. This is amazing for her and shows her acting prowess. Previously, in her main claim to fame, Stranger Things, she plays a side character. Yes, Max is a main character in the show, but she isn't the main focus throughout the show. We don't see her lead any plotline or the show as a whole, unlike her castmates. But in this film, we see her be the focus and be able to lead an entire film as the main character of it. It just shows how bright her future is outside of Stranger Things. We know she can lead a film on her own and be the main character. Next up is other Stranger Things actors. Another Fear Street film also has Maya Hawke as a lead. She was also in Stranger Things along with Sink. Fear Street was promoted with Maya Hawke's image for the first part and Sink's for the second, proving these 2 actresses can offer more to the entertainment industry and hold a lot of sway with young audiences. Both were relatively unknown before their roles in Stranger Things, but how they gained notoriety after the show is very different. While Maya Hawke is an incredibly talented actress, she is also the daughter of extremely famous and gifted actors Ethan Hawke and Uma Thurman, while Sink came in all on her own with relatively no prior acting credits or notable connections to the industry. Next up is moving on from Stranger Things. Lots of the newer actors in Stranger Things have gone on and moved on to new things. They are still a part of Stranger Things, but it has propelled their career further than ever before. We saw Millie Bobby Brown have a role in Netflix's Enola Holmes as the main character of the series, though its success was probably due to her other castmates Henry Cavill and others. Other kids like Finn Wolfhard have also gone on to major roles like the upcoming Ghostbusters Afterlife. It just shows that the kids can easily move on from something like Stranger Things. We know that things bode well for Sink. Next up is The Final Girl. Due to Fear Street, Sink has also been elevated into a new type of fan base and different iconic status. At the end of Fear Street Part 2's story, we see Sink become the final girl. Notable final girls in horror tend to have a long-lasting career in horror, like those from Halloween, Alien, Scream, and A Nightmare on Elm Street. Even though Fear Street seems to be ending after its third project, we will probably see her used in other horror franchises. The idea of a final girl doesn't exactly need to be in one select franchise. It's more of a type of cast, but in a good way. Sadie could have a major career in horror. Next up is more for Fear Street. Even though Fear Street is said to be a 3-movie project, due to its success, we could see more of the franchise. Usually in these situations, Netflix might pick up the franchise for spin-offs or some sort of project in the world. This could see Sadie return to the franchise and become a lead girl once again. She is the final girl, so we could see her become the next Jamie Lee Curtis. The franchise could be released over the next few years again, making it break its 3-year project idea. This could mean a good future for the actress outside of Stranger Things. Next up is other projects. Outside of Stranger Things, Sadie Sink has also done other films. She was in a film named Eli by Netflix in 2019. This was during the Stranger Things hype and did seem to fall under the radar for the actress. We didn't see her blow up even more more from this film, which does show how things in the film industry can miss for certain actors and actresses. She has had a break with Fear Street, but other projects might not work as well. Fear Street is a huge franchise, so the chances are that Sink is going to carry on acting in the forefront. We know she's going to be huge one day. Next up is Sadie's future endeavors. We know that Sadie seems to have a great future ahead of her. We know she's going to be a part of Stranger Things for the future and in the world of Fear Street. But what else is she going to do? The 19-year-old actress is still very early in her career and has so many projects on her horizon. We have no idea when Stranger Things is going to end. The franchise is so huge we could see the world carry on into the future. This could lead her to return one day when she's an adult. Sadie definitely has a large future in acting ahead of her. She should stay in the acting world after these projects are done and go into more roles. And finally, Stranger Things curse? One last thing to talk about is the so-called Stranger Things curse. With a popular franchise being what skyrocketed these actors into the mainstream, we could see a typecast situation going on. Even though Sadie has done other things outside of Stranger Things, she has only really been involved in horror. This might not be a bad thing on paper, but in the future we could see her only be cast in horror roles. This sort of thing plagues a lot of actors who began their careers in certain roles. It's really hard for them to break out, and not many directors or companies will take a chance on them in any other role. This could be the case with Sadie, so only time will tell. It's great to see more actors and actresses getting into the horror world. Horror films are some of the most produced films each year, as so many come and go. There is always some sort of horror film being created in some shape or form. Even if the actress is typecast, she will have lots of work to do. Outside of that, we know Sadie Sink is a talented actress and can hold her own in the lead role and a supporting one. Hopefully more directors take a chance on this upcoming actress so she can show just how good she is. If all goes wrong though, Stranger Things is still huge, and with its upcoming season it should get even bigger. From what we know about the season, Sadie's character Max should have a larger role in the season and be a part of a storyline with Lucas. Hopefully Sadie can shine even more so other directors notice her acting. She's definitely one of the young stars to look out for as she gets older. We could be seeing her for many years to come. After Stranger Things ends, the actors and actresses that started out as kids when the show began will be full-grown adults. Their careers will open wide and they will be huge. The cast members are going to be the next major people to hit the acting scene. They could be the next legends of acting in their later years. If you enjoyed today's video, please give it a big thumbs up, comment down below what you thought about it, and let us know what you like about Fear Street. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well with notifications on so you don't miss out on any of our new uploads. Thanks for watching!